Again, my name is Eddie Rangel. I am an executive director and the elementary school principal, dual roles of a K-8 here in Indianapolis, Emma Donnan Elementary and Middle School. So I'm going to take us back to kindergarten, where I absolutely loved recess in my Southern Californian hometown of Apple Valley. I remember that my teacher, Miss Koloski, my teacher had a circle painted on the blacktop out front of our classroom, and we had a big, shiny group of red tricycles that my classmates and I would actually ride around on for the better part of recess. And so recess was great. Going into second grade, it was all about tetherball. And so there were fierce competitions to be the king or the queen or the royalty of the tetherball court. And it kept us occupied for an entire year. But in fourth grade, everything at recess changed for me. Mr. Mercer, one of the teachers, brought out a football to recess one day, and all my friends immediately started throwing in the football around. And I really didn't get into football, still don't, admittedly. So it was hard for me to feel included in the daily pickup game that would occur every day. And furthermore, I knew that I wasn't great at football, but it hurt even more when my friends would tell me how bad I was at football, and they stopped inviting me to play. I got called girly, wimpy, got called names much worse simply because I couldn't or didn't want to play football. And it's at that moment I wish I had a Playworks coach like Alexa saying, "That's okay, come play something else." So it was in fourth grade that I actually began not only not liking recess, but fearing recess. It wasn't safe anymore for me. And that feeling, unfortunately, carried with me through middle school and into high school. Fast forward to my first year as an elementary school principal. I had no idea what I was doing, and I inherited a school of 550 kindergarten through fifth graders here in Indianapolis, and recess was a particular pain point for us. By the end of our second month of school, actually, we had seen multiple fights break out because of seemingly minor disagreements. And even worse, bullying was at an all-time high. And so I remembered how it felt to be the kid who, quote, didn't belong at recess and didn't want that feeling to be true for absolutely any one of our children. And so it was at the same time that I heard from one of my great friends, someone who's on this call, Joe Yoakum, about the impressive impact that Playworks was having on schools exactly like mine across the country. And so with its focus on inclusive play and social emotional wellness for kids, I knew we had to try to partner with Playworks for my school community. In the course of 2 years, we actually saw fights reduced to 0 on the playground and actually school-wide. Teachers, like a teacher, Miss Smith, went from taking away recess as a consequence to living by the motto, recess is a right, something we still live by here at Emma Donnan. And we saw shy students like Hannah, who is a fifth grader, really step into her own confidence and her own power by being a junior coach. But most importantly, we saw our school community become one of acceptance and inclusion. And so now, as the school leader of a turnaround school, I knew that Playworks had to be a part of the fabric of who we will become as we venture on this new journey as a school. And that spirit of good job, nice try had to be embedded in our culture. And so we are operating under the belief that recess is a right here at Emma Donnan and Adelante schools. And we've already enjoyed seeing our kids play both virtually and in person. It's now more than ever when our kids deserve consistency from a year that was interrupted, in March with an even more uncertain year like this one, coupled with the current division of our country on a daily basis. Playworks and the focus on our children's social and emotional wellness is essential to building a better world for kids. And so again, I want to thank you all. It's hard not to smile being with you all this evening or this afternoon if you're on the West Coast, because of just the overt spirit of generosity and the spirit of inclusion. And I want to thank you for your collective impact and commitment to impacting the lives of kids like little Eddie and kids perhaps even like you. For kids, for the better. Thank you.